Hello, hola, namaste, salam everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are well and in very good health. It was all about blowouts in the cricket within the last 24 hours as the first match of the Asia Cup bowled off in Pakistan with the men in green playing Nepal, and the CPL returning to Barbados after 4-year hiatus. So I did something before the show and I decided, start with the Asia Cup because that was the first one that started off a long day for me following cricket. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So Pakistan, they destroyed a helpless Nepal team in the first match of the Asia Cup played at the Multan Cricket Stadium, and it was all about Pakistan. Now for me, Pakistan should have played a second string side and left their main bowlers out for the match so they could have gotten enough time to prepare for the game against India on Saturday. However, they've decided they have no time to experiment the youngsters, so they've opted from here on out to the World Cup to go full strength. In my view, I find that a bit controversial, but that's the way it is when it comes to Pakistan team. So Pakistan, they opted to bat first after winning the toss, piled up a massive 342 runs for 6 wickets in 50 overs, thanks to a marathon 151 run knock from captain Babar and Iftikhar Ahmed's maiden ODI century. Now Babar scored a marvelous 151 while Iftikhar was all on Iftimania on the Nepalese bowlers in Multan with an undefeated 109 of 67 deliveries, and coincidentally I think that's the 5th or 6th fastest 100 in the history of the Asia Cup to get Pakistan near 350 runs. And in response, the Nepal batters were all at sea from the beginning. Now they were capitulated for only 104 runs inside 24 overs. Sumpal Kami was the lone warrior for Nepal with a cautious 46 ball 28, which featured 4 boundaries, and Supal and Arif Sheikh, who made 26 of 38 deliveries and had hit 5 fours in his knock, himself and Sumpal alongside Gulsan Jihad, who made 13, were the only other batters, were the only 3 batters out of Nepal who made double figures. Shadab Khan was the pick of the Pakistani bowlers with figures of 4 for 27, his best figures in 50 over cricket, followed by 2 wickets each from Shaheen Shah Afridi and Haris Ralph, while Naseem Shah and Muhammad Nawaz also shared a scalp each. So in the end, Pakistan, they are all but assured of the top of the table spot for now. We all know whenever Pakistan and India play in a group with Nepal or any of the other minnows, it is always a walk in the park for them, minus for the big India-Pakistan game, which in my view in the early stages of the competition are always dead rubbers, unlike in previous years which have been nail-biters and cliffhangers. But this current set of generation of India-Pakistan cricket matches have produced more cliffhangers than lopsided games in the past, where India did used to dominate. But we will get to India-Pakistan preview of the Asia Cup game in a subsequent video. But moving away from Multan to Bridgetown, as there was another blowout not too long ago, about a few hours back. Trimbago Knight Riders put on a record-breaking display, or should I say a record-breaking all-round display, both with the bat, the ball and in the field, to defeat the Barbados Royals by a heavy margin of 133 runs to jump to 3rd on the CPL table. Royals sent the Knight Riders in, and at one point they were intentionally restricting TKR. However, a fantastic 108-run partnership between Martin Guptill and Kyron Pollard fired TKR to 194 for 5 from 20 overs. And just before the game, Guptill had 2 scores of 7 and 11 respectively, and a lot of people on social media, even myself, was calling for him to get dropped and rethink their selection policy. However, Guptill proved all of us wrong with a wonderful match-winning comeback innings, 100 not out of 58 deliveries, and he's the second Trinbago Knight Rider player in the history of CPL cricket to score 3 figures after Colin Munro, who scored his T20 100 against the Guyana Amazon Warriors back in 2016, and coincidentally it's Guptill's 600 overall in T20s, and I must say that has to be one hell of a turnaround, because at one point we all thought that Guptill at one point was batting very slowly. Then when him and Pollard got together, the whole game just turned around from there. And since then, I think there were several instances where they got big overs, and that's where the game just shifted away from the Barbados Royals. And when Barbados Royals came to bat, their chase was derailed early on in the power play thanks to 2 wickets in the first over from Andre Russell. And at one point in the power play, they had lost 4 wickets and they were unable to recover. Eventually, they would capitulate for only 61 runs, leading to Trinbago Knight Riders cruising to a massive 133-run win. And I have to say that TKR's bowlers came to the party just like in the last game in particular, but this time around it was not the seamers but the spinners that did the job, including Afghanistan's Waqar Solanki, playing his first CPL game, pulled off figures of 4 wickets for 16 runs, and there was also 2 wickets each in the first over from Andre Russell, in which I did mention a few seconds back, and a couple for Akil Hussain, plus there was 1 wicket for Sunil Narayan. Now with TKR a point behind the St. Lucia Kings, and in fact both Guyana Amazon Warriors and TKR have 5 points currently, but Amazon has the better net run rate and they're in second position. At the top are the St. Lucia Kings with 6 points, second position Amazon Warriors, and third position TKR. Both sides have the same number of points, but Amazon has the better net run rate. In fourth position are the Jamaica Talibors, also I think with 5 points. I might have to double check that, 5 or 3 points. But in fifth position are the Barbados Royals, and dead last are the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, who have so far had a very sorry season, failing to win all 4 games at home. And we can all say now that Patriots are the only team that is all but out of the playoffs running at this time, but 5 spots are still available, or should I say the competition is still wide open. Also in other cricket news, Australia walloped South Africa by I think a massive 117 runs over in Kingsmead, Durban, while in England the world champions defeated New Zealand by 7 wickets in Durham to take a 1-0 lead in the series. So with all of the cricket being kept up, in which I did watch all day, I managed to watch 3 out of the 4 games minus the Australia South Africa, which I did had a glimpse of a bit, but out of that was all the cricket that I saw. And with that, I am gonna wrap up the video. If you guys like this video, please follow me on my social media platforms, and you all might realize I have the red, white and flag, or should I say I have the red, white and black flag of Trinidad and Tobago with me, because while I'm taping this video, it is also Independence Day. So with all of that getting mentioned, it is most likely that I won't be able to do any videos on Independence Day unless it has to do with reviewing the TKR Women's opening match in the CPL. Other than that, no video. I promise you all that. So until we meet again, folks, either later on with a live stream or Friday as normal for a regular video, stay safe and let's wave the red, white and black flag of Trinidad and Tobago, and happy Independence Day, my friends. Be good, be cool and stay safe. Bye bye.